Hi everyone, so final video review for this week is for my audiobook that I was listening to. I have to remember to say listening to because it's so tempting to say reading, and I wasn't reading it, I was listening to it. And the audiobook that I was listening to was The Amnesia Project by Barbara Winks, and it was narrated by TJ Richards. And this is the video review. If you'd like to check out my review of it on Audible, there is a link below in the description if you're on YouTube, or if you're on Facebook, it is underneath all the other videos. And so, like I say, this is the video review. So I've already read The Amnesia Project, and I liked the book so much. It was very inquisitive and different, and it really intrigued me as a reader. So I was looking forward to seeing how I was going to perceive this book when I was listening to somebody else read it. Now, I've never listened to, I've got audiobooks, and I started listening to one, but I'm not a massive fan of listening to books. And so audiobooks is something new for me, and this is the first one I decided to try for review. And I am converted. I can tell you, I liked it. I loved listening on audio, because when you read a book, you hear it, you hear it how you imagine their voices might be, and you hear, you know, things differently. When you're actually listening to somebody else narrate it, the way they interpret the book, and the voices and the accents and the characters and the way the speech is printed on the page can completely alter the story. And so for me, TJ Richards, I fell in love with her voice as soon as I listened to the first chapter. She has a wonderful tone in her voice that suited the thriller type nature of this book, but was very wholesome and just innocent in a way that it suited the type of characters she was also reading for. And what I liked, she was good with the accents. It was easy to decipher between the main character Danny and the other main character Paige, and then the other cast of characters that required her to do different voices. So the chief and the lieutenant, other detectives, male, female, and she got that balance so right. The balance between Danny and Paige was nice. Definitely a different level of their accent, and it made it very easy to decipher who was talking, who was doing what, and that carried through because the way Barbara's written this book is in first person, so it had to carry through with just the general telling of the story. So that, again, it wasn't like TJ could just use her own voice and then switch to just do the character accents. She had to be the character for the whole section of sort of that bit of the book, and she did so brilliantly. She built all the tension and the drama for me, you know, the suspense, because again, with Barbara's novels, they are thrilling, and The Amnesia Project is definitely a thrilling read. It's so different to anything else out there, just the madness of it, and it is madness, but it's scary because it's real, and it could be real. And I said this in my original review when I read the book, it's scary how realistic and how this could one day be a reality, if people had the resource to do it, and the medical science to do it, and that's scary. So it was great how TJ was building all that suspense up for you as the reader, so as you're listening. And this was, like I say, a completely different experience for me. I know I read this book and I'm listening to TJ and I'm thinking, what? Wow, that comes across so much differently. Like just the delivery of the book, the way she read it gave it a different depth to when I read it myself, and it just was so exciting, like so much more exciting than me reading it myself. And I was really excited when I read it myself. I mean, I can build all that tension when I read, but to have someone reading it, you could feel all that passion. Like, TJ really believed in what she was reading. She really got to know the characters. She got that psyche right. She got right in there, and she made sure the delivery for you listening as the listener of the book was going to immerse you in the story and make you feel a part of it, the same way as reading the book would have sucked you into the story and the characters and everything going on. It was just brilliant, absolutely brilliant, so well delivered. TJ was definitely the right narrator for this book. She did a brilliant job of it. Barbara did a brilliant job with the writing anyway. She'd already committed a great story down, and TJ delivered it perfectly for me. It was great. So if you're looking for your next audiobook to listen to on the train or on your way to work, or just when you're going to sleep like I do, check out the Amnesia Project, and I'll pop a link in the description to the audiobook so you can go grab yourself a copy if you are into audiobooks. If you haven't tried audiobooks before, give this one a go. It'll definitely get you hooked on wanting to listen to stories being read to you, because it's a totally different thing and very, 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 very exciting to experience. And Barbara's book is probably a great one to experience it with first. And if you do check it out, then I just really hope you enjoy listening to it, and that you have a great time discovering the Amnesia Project. Bye!